Despite its shimmering appearance of purple light in the night skies, Steve is actually quite a complicated guy. Rogue planets are not alone. We should not let them be orphans, but consider them members of our planetary family. After a particularly vivid Northern Lights show in May, many are hoping for a repeat showing in June. Here's what to know about the Aurora forecast. The satellite has a history of unusual maneuvering near other satellites in geostationary orbites, which has also generated suspicions regarding its mission. One of the telescope's gyroscopes has been glitching and, though this has happened before, something feels different this time. A marine microbe found in the Great Pacific Garbage Patch is capable of breaking down the plastic polyethylene after it has first been exposed to sunlight. There are now 2 high-profile missions scheduled in the coming week after a challenging weekend. Living in a semi-arid region, the African turquoise killifish has developed a handy biological hack to survive months-long droughts that parch its muddy ponds each year. A new all-time record, JWST's discovery of Jade's GS Z14 Nero, pushes the earliest galaxy ever seen to just 290 million years after the Big Bang. NASA astronaut Ed White embarked on an historic spacewalk on this day in history, June 3rd, 1965. The astronaut spent about 20 minutes outside the spacecraft and said, "I feel like $1 million." The James Webb Space Telescope peers into NGC 4449, a small galaxy showing explosive star formation that astronomers can't quite explain. Government's plan to transport cane from Skeldon to Albion for processing should be reassessed, as the 41 miles average trek poses not only potential cane. Newly discovered comet Tsuchinshan Atlas C2023A3 is expected to be visible to the naked eye this fall. One of Earth's most consequential bursts of biodiversity, a 30-million-year period of explosive evolutionary changes spawning innumerable new species, may have the most modest of creatures to thank for the vital stage in life's history: worms. Permafrost soils store large quantities of organic carbon and are often portrayed as a critical tipping element in the Earth system, which is, once global warming has reached a certain level, suddenly and globally collapses. Stephen Hawking suggested nothing lasts forever, including black holes. Scientists may have a way to prove it at last. This is a lockback pocket knife from Santa Fe Stoneworks that has a fossilized woolly mammoth bone handle. NASA's Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter has discovered another intriguing formation on the planet's barren surface in the form of a circular pit. Thanks to our large brain cells, humans and non-human primates are smarter than most mammals. New examinations of data from Venus show the planet is more volcanically active than previously thought. The latest research builds on past evidence suggesting ongoing volcanic activity in other areas of the planet. SpaceX plans to launch the next group of Starlink satellites on Tuesday night. Here are the details. Perhaps dark matter is made of an entirely different kind of particle than the ones physicists have been searching for. New experiments are springing up to look for these ultra-lightweight phantoms. When a meteorite smashed into Mars 11 million years ago, debris landed on Earth as meteorites, giving an unparalleled look at the red planet. Keep your eye on the sky this summer, and you might see multiple shooting stars from the annual Perseid meteor shower. Potentially hazardous asteroids pose a risk to Mars missions, but they can also yield insight into the history of the red planet and the early solar system, new research suggests. Researchers have found that coevolution between cuckoos and their host birds drives speciation, increasing biodiversity. Welcome to the Top Linen, a weekly roundup of the big numbers driving the Minnesota news cyclone, as well as the smaller ones that you might have missed. Some of the world's animals produce ear-splitting sounds, and some, the loudest out there, may come as a surprise. Primordial black holes neatly explain where all the dark matter in the universe is hiding, if we could find them. Our study has revealed the complex interplay between solar wind and planetary rotation, providing a deeper understanding of auroras across different planets. The Europa Clipper mission will analyze the Jovian moon in unprecedented detail, and scientists are excited about what the spacecraft might uncover. China's reusable spaceplane has released another unknown object into Earth's orbit during its third mission. Sierra Space's Dream Chaser spaceplane arrived at NASA's Kennedy Space Center last week in preparation for its maiden voyage to the ISS. To reliably perform complex, large-scale calculations, computing systems rely on so-called error correction schemes, techniques designed to protect information against errors. An international team of astronomers has performed follow-up observations of a nearby alien world known as TOI 1685b. An even larger planetary alignment is expected next February.